Good morning. Myself Ashutosh Pawan, Faculty, Department of BCA, Harprasad Das, Jain College, Ara. In today's video lecture, I am going to continue my previous video lecture topic that was from second semester BCA syllabus, paper code 2BCA2, paper name Advanced Programming in C, and the topic of my previous video lecture was function, and I have taught you that there are two different types of functions that can be used in C language program. One is system defined function and another is user defined function. In today's video lecture, I am going to teach you the necessary syntaxes that you have to follow when you want to use a user defined function in C language program. But before teaching the necessary syntaxes for using the user defined function in C language program, I want to make you remember about the decisions that you have to take before using the user defined function in C language program. I have already taught you that before using the user defined function in C language program, you have to take some decisions for user defined function. These decisions are about the number and type of arguments that you want to pass your user defined function. Another decision that you have to take about user defined function before using it in your program is the return value. This means your user defined function is returning some value or not in the program where you want to call the user defined function. Another decision that you have to take before using the user defined function in C language program is the method by which you want to call your user defined function. There are two different methods to call a user defined function in the program. One is call by value and another is call by reference. And the syntaxes to perform function declaration and function definition depends upon the method by which you are calling the user defined function in the program. If you are calling your user defined function by the method of function call named as call by value, then you have to follow a different syntax to declare your function in the program and to define your user defined function in the program. And if you are going to call your user defined function by call by reference method, then you have to use a different syntax rather than the syntax of calling the function by call by value method to perform the function declaration and function definition for the user defined function that you are going to use in the C language program. Hence, I am first going to teach you the necessary syntax to call and to declare and to define a user defined function in the program, but I will use the method of call that is call by value. If you are going to call your user defined function by call by value method, then what are the necessary syntaxes that you have to follow to perform function declaration and function definition in the C language program? First of all, I am going to teach those necessary syntaxes. But before teaching the necessary syntaxes, I want to make you remember that your function may return a value or your function may not return a value. You have to take this decision that the function that you are going to use in the program is returning some value, or your user defined function is not returning some value in the line where you are going to call the function by using the method call by value. Hence, there are two different syntaxes to call the user defined function by using the call by value method. And one is for function not returning any value, and another is function returning a value. Now, if you are going to use the user defined function and your user defined function is not returning any value, then you have to write while performing function declaration and while performing function definition about the information that your function is not returning any value. The syntax of function declaration starts with return type. By writing the return type, you inform the compiler that your user defined function is returning some value or not. In place of return type, you can use any of the predefined data type or any of the user defined data type that you have created in the program, or you may write here the C language keyword void. If you are writing here void, this means that it will tell the compiler that the user defined function used by the programmer is not returning any value at that particular location where the user defined function has been called in the program. Hence, if you want that your user defined function is not returning any value, then you have to write in place of return type the C language keyword void. And to call such functions that are not returning any value, you have to use a different syntax to call such functions in C language program. I will write the syntax how to perform the call of the functions that are not returning some value in the latter part of the video. Now, after writing the return type while performing the function declaration for a user defined function, you have to leave a blank space and then you have to write the function name of the user defined function. Function name. Each element of the program requires a name, and that name is called as an identifier name. And any identifier name should be written according to the rules of identifier naming convention. I have taught already about the rules of identifier naming convention, and I think that you have remembered it. Identifier naming convention rules include the rules that states you have to name your identifier by using any of the English alphabet, either in capital or a small letter. Identifier name should not be too long. Identifier name may not include any blank spaces. Identifier name may not include any special symbol. Digits cannot be used as the first character of the identifier name, and every identifier name must be unique from other identifiers of the program element that you have used in your program. Then after writing the return type and leaving a blank space, you have to write the function name, and after writing the function name, you have to open the parenthesis. You have to open the parenthesis. Now, if you do not want your user defined function to accept any argument, then you have to leave the parenthesis blank. Suppose you are using such a user defined function in the program that is not accepting any argument, then while performing the function declaration for such function, you have to leave the parenthesis empty, or you may write here the C language keyword void. If you are leaving the parenthesis empty, this means your user defined function is not accepting any argument, and if you are writing here the C language keyword void, this means also that the user defined function is not accepting any argument. But when you are going to use such a user defined function that is accepting any argument, then you have to write the information that your user defined function is accepting some argument while performing the function declaration for the user defined function that you are going to use in the program. Hence, I am writing in the syntax here data type. Here I have written the data type within the big bracket open and big bracket close. This means that this is an optional field. This is an optional field. If you are using such a user defined function that is not accepting any argument, then you have to leave this part of the syntax while performing the function declaration for the user defined function that you are going to use in the program. But when you are going to use such a user defined function in the C language program that is accepting some argument, then you have to write here the data type of each argument separated by comma. The number of data type that you are going to write here will decide that your user defined function will accept what number of arguments in the program. Hence, I have already taught you that you have to take some decision before using user defined function in the C language program, and in the decisions I have taught you that you have to take a decision about the number and type of each respective argument that you are going to pass to your function while performing the function call in the program. And remember, function declaration is a statement, and every statement in C language should be terminated by using this semicolon. Hence, in the syntax of function declaration, I have used here in the end of the line semicolon to terminate the function declaration. After declaring the function, you have to perform another task so that you can use a user defined function in the C language program. This task is function definition. Function definition is also called as body of the function. The syntax to perform function declaration depends upon the syntax that you have used to declare the function in the program. If you have write here the return type of the function while performing the function declaration, then you have to write the same return type while performing the function definition in the program to use a user-defined function. The function definition syntax also starts with return type, and in place of return type you have to use the same return type that you have written while coding the statement to perform the function declaration in the program. After writing the return type, you have to leave a blank space, and after leaving the blank space, you have to write the name of the function. Remember, you have to write here the same name of the function that you have written while performing the function declaration for the user-defined function that you are going to use in the C language program. Now, after writing the return type, leaving a blank space, and then writing the name of the function, you have to open the parenthesis. You have to open the parenthesis, and within the parenthesis, you have to declare the parameters. You have to declare the parameters. The number of parameters should match with the number of data types that you have written inside the parenthesis of the function while writing the statement to perform function declaration in the program. If you have not written any data type while performing the function declaration in the program within the parenthesis of the function, then you have to leave the parenthesis here empty. Okay? But if you have written any number of data type while using the syntax of function declaration, then you have to declare the same number of parameters here while performing the function definition for a user-defined function that you are going to use in the C language program. Hence, I am going to write here in the syntax within the big bracket open and close parameters. Again, I want to make you remember that the number of parameters should match with the number of data type that you have written while performing the function declaration for the user-defined function in the program. And remember, function definition is not a statement and should not be terminated. You have not to use here this semicolon. Function definition is also known as body of the function. And now you have to create the body of your user-defined function by opening the curly bracket open and then by typing curly bracket close in the end while performing the function definition for the user-defined function in the program. You have to write the statements for which you are using the user-defined function in the program inside the body of the function or inside curly bracket open and close. Inside the curly bracket open and close, you have to write the statement for the task for which you are using the user-defined function in the program. And all the statements written inside the curly bracket open and close are written according to the syntaxes of C language. Suppose you are using your user-defined function to perform summation of two numbers, then you have to write the set of instructions that are required to perform summation of two numbers within the body of the function or within the curly bracket open and close of the function while performing the function definition in the program. When you are calling your user defined function in the program, then you have necessarily to declare your function and necessarily to define your function in the program. If you want to call any function that has not been defined in C, and that is a user defined function that you are going to use in the program, then you have to declare your function in the program by using this syntax. When you are going to call the function by using the method call by value, and you have to define the function by using the syntax that I have put currently on the board. Now, after performing the function declaration and the function definition, the next part to use the user defined function is function call. Function call is also known as function invocation. Function call can be done by using any of the two methods that are call by value and call by reference. And when you are using the method to call the user defined function call by value, then you have to use two different syntaxes to call your user defined function, because your user defined function may return any value or may not return any value at that particular time in the line where you are going to call your user defined function. If your function is not returning any value, then you have to use this syntax to call such a user defined function in the program. Function name, and remember, function name that you are going to write here should match with the function name that you have written while performing the function definition and function declaration for the user defined function that you are going to use in the C language program. The function name